Poor humanity, normal sucks balding, bare bones broadcasting. I only come to talk to you because I don't hear anyone else doing it. I don't turn on television anymore, but I certainly never heard it there. I want to remind you of something global warming. I'll put my shoes on here. This is the cosmos. It's below temperature. Temperature doesn't even know what temperature is. This has temperature. Oh, wonder what that means. That means it's a hologram, and the absence of temperature would like to eat this in like a bug screen. The absence of temperature in the cosmos, when this hits it, is like a bug screen when it stays in this frequency. Now, this thing is able to experience many frequencies. Therefore, temperature doesn't bother it a bit. Temperature can only affect you when you're frequency. Now, when you can adjust frequency, temperature can't get you. This thing is marvelous in my eyes, what it is able to do, because it lines of flux expand and contract, and it has human wit. It has collective wit and lines of flux. This is an awesome machine. Now, global warming means that the core temperature is coming to the surface more than likely, and any basic temperature that the planet experiences has to get a lot colder and maybe much quicker than you think. Especially when it comes time to prepare for the cold, a lot quicker than you think in terms of preparation time to experience it and live. Anyway, going ha ha ha. So that discussion, I remember the thing that affects the global atmosphere the most is the absence and or presence of topsoil and bacteria. Would have more effect on anything going on with the atmosphere, especially the air or the temperature of it at all, would be the bacteria, how that affects that whole system that maintains the temperature. Like a apple peeling on an apple. Part of the peeling of the apple is for temperature control of the fruit. That's one of the functions it does. Maintains a pretty livable temperature for the fruit, because the seed has to be preserved to go into the soil and die and bring forth a new tree after it dies. Or does it? Does the seed die to ferment? Or does it just osmosis? I think humans have a metamorphosis to get here. I don't know about a metamorphosis to leave. Well, just a few thoughts on that. It says here, stress can alter cops' memory of events. The stress of living every day under the event of training and rank and file and employment and so on, and in some ways the police officer's job should be not used in employment. I said, maybe the role is functionable outside of employment, above employment. And the trouble with the police officer's whole position is employment can't do that job. Can't do that position. It takes a greater wit, something else, more reliable than employment to do it. That's one thing to consider. Nevertheless, as far as I'm concerned, the stress of any of these positions comes from the way the society lives more than the position and or what goes on there. And what basically goes on there in the failure of training from the police officer and the citizen, how to encounter each other at all. There's no training of citizens how to encounter a police officer. There's no training of police officer how to encounter a citizen. There really isn't. And all this on both sides, getting paid for mocking both sides. This guy on the citizen side mocks the police officer, especially the stupid psychologist. Yep. The biggest problem going on with the globe everywhere is the psychology of it. It's all under psychological advice. Every bit of it. Garbage. All the psychological advice of the planet, garbage. Well, there's part of the reason of stress. And the stupid behavior surrounding it. It says it blocks the memory of events, the memory that you're priceless. The stress of your living affects the police officer remembering how priceless you are and giving you the benefit of the doubt when they approach your car. And you doing the same for them when you are so stupid to get stopped in the first place. Of course, you're stupid to be there to get stopped. That whole environment is a sewer. And sooner or later, you can't help but get stopped. The sweetest people get stopped. You don't have to be an idiot to be stopped by a police officer, that's for sure. They stop sweet people, too. Thank God. That helps them stay sweet. That's part of the statistic, sweet people, thank God. So keep getting stopped, sweet people. The police officer needs you. That's for sure.